morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Did you see Robin's email about I think yesterday, about the need to get an AG opinion?
I'm not sure I was CC'd on that one.
I think she responded to, well, I'll make sure, and if not, I'll forward it to you.
It should work. I
Good
don't see
morning.
why it wouldn't.
It's 10:01 a.m. on Friday, June 28th, 2024. Call this meeting of the Wichita County Commissioners Court to order. We'll jump right in. Number one, receive presentation from my staff. I'll ask Bert and any of his team that wants to come on up to the podium and give us a presentation.
Well, thank you very much, Judge, Commissioners. Thank you for the opportunity to
Morning.
be here. We appreciate it, and we've had a number of years working with the county, and we appreciate that. Had good relationships from going back to the days of Ted Gregg as the HR director, and so we just wanted to let y'all know a little bit about what we do. I know some of you are very familiar, and some of them maybe not as much, but what we've learned in our business is not everybody understands exactly what staffing services do. A lot of people have ideas, but they're not exact. They know a little bit, but not everything. So we just want to clarify that and be available for questions. So I'm the CEO of my staff, and this is we're going on 28 years this fall. And I'm going to pass out these booklets for you guys so you can each have an idea of what we do.
Thanks, sir.
And then I'm going to turn it over to our president, Kenny Weeks, and let him do the discussion. An extra? Okay. So I'll turn it over to Kenny Weeks, and thank y'all.
Okay. Mr.
Good
Weeks,
morning.
Good morning.
Hope y'all are having a good Friday so far.
You bet.
Yeah, we just wanted to give you these booklets we put together, just like Bert said. Some people know what we do, some others don't, so we thought we'd just give a quick overview just to refresh everyone. We wanted to start with the mission statement. We believe placing people over policies and profits, and if we do that, success will eventually follow. The customers we serve, both temporary and our customers, they're just our most important assets. So just wanted to go through the mission statement real quick. Some benefits of using my staff. I'm not going to read through every line item, but you guys don't have to weed through all the countless resumes. We do that for you. We only send you the top candidates who would meet your job criteria. We're going to e-verify them. We're going to run their criminal background checks, and we're going to make sure that they fit your company and your culture. Some other convenience and benefits that we're very proud of is we are independently owned and operated. Some other, our competition can say that they are locally owned, but they locally own a franchise. They got to go to corporate to get their contracts approved, and you're looking at corporate right here. So that's us right there. We're very proud of that, to be here in Wichita Falls. There's also no need to advertise. We do everything for you guys. We got a broad recruiting network, and we got access to tons of online job boards. So if you guys need anything at all, it's real easy for us to blast it out to the public and get you someone quick. Moving on to that next page of the services provided. The top three are basically just our software. We'll touch that in just a second. But we wanted to touch on that criminal background checks. We run all county employees through a company called Track One. Basically, it's an extended background check. It's not your basic background check where you're just going to get the public data. That Track One's going to dig into each individual county and give us a detailed look at what actually happened and a much more current record than that public data. So we're proud to offer that. It costs us a little extra money, but it's well worth it to get you a clean background. Moving on to the rate structure, we have our standard markup and we have a payrolling markup. The standard markup, that's basically, everyone who we recruited. They walk in our door, we vetted them, we screened them, we sent them to you guys. So the markup on the standard is a little higher than the payrolling markup. All standard employees do have to stay on our payroll for 520 hours, and then they're free to hire after that. The payrolling, that's something we love and we specialize in as well. Basically, if you know anyone, if anyone walks in the street, you want to give them a shot, you just simply pick up the phone, call us and say, hey, we want to run this guy through my staff as a payrollee. It comes in as a reduced markup, And that way you can try them out. You don't have to keep them on our payroll for 520 hours. You simply keep them on for 2 days, 2 weeks. You know, in a month, they're great. They're all yours. So it saves you a little money.
That's when we provide the
Correct.
person.
Yep. You say, hey, I want to try out my grandson, son-in-law, whatever it is. Great, let's try them out. So we're proud of that. We love,
Well, we wouldn't be doing that.
yeah,
That's-
someone
that-
else.
that's
Someone else.
not- we're not able to do that.
Let's see.
So there's the bill rates on those. If you have any questions, feel free to ask on that. The next page just tells you basically what the rate includes. We cover all the employees' wages, the unemployment, the income tax, all the workers' comp. If they get hurt, that's on our dime, not yours. We provide all the W-2s, the I-9s. If they want insurance, we'll provide that as well through a third party. So that just basically sums up everything that the markup includes. We do have direct hire options as well. If you fell in love with someone, you could always directly take them off of our hands, someone that we sent to you guys. So that is 15% usually of the annual salary. That's basically your more top jobs, you know, where it's going to be $60,000, $80,000, $100,000 jobs. That's where that falls in. Moving on to the state-of-the-art technology, this is what I wanted to kind of touch on. We're super proud of this Aviante Bold. That's our software name. Basically, it's an updated database that we got last year. We have over 23,000 applicants sitting in there right now. We can simply type in a keyword of what you're looking for. It'll come up with names immediately. It gives us just a great upper hand on anyone else, so we can pull immediately from that database. Sense is just our text messaging software. We can text individuals quickly and get immediate responses. Nowadays, a lot of people love text messaging instead of phone calling, so the Sense has helped us out a bunch with that. Just basically, we can do automatic messages to them, remind them of when to show up for a job, check in with them automatically after a week, say, hey, how's your job doing? They respond back to us, and then check in with them after like 60 and 90 days saying, hope everything's going good. If you need anything, let us know. You're about to your hired on date. The next page, that Aviante 24/7. This is something we're also very proud of. It's our mobile app. Basically, anytime a job order comes in, let's say you're looking for a CDL driver, we simply post the job, CDL driver with all the requirements, press a button, it goes out to anyone and everyone who have downloaded the app, and it immediately pops up as a notification on their phone. They open it and it says, hey, so-and-so is hiring, looking for a CDL driver. Are you interested? You click yes or no. If they click yes, it tells us immediately. We can reach out to them right away, tell them about the job, and it's just a super fast, reliable text messaging app that we can get people quicker and better. So that's another advantage we love, and we're proud to promote as well. Flipping the page is just about our support staff. We won't go into everyone on our team, but if you do have any questions or want to call any references, we attached a reference page on the back of some of our companies that they'd be more than happy to give us a reference. So any questions you guys can think of?
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. It's funny, I think this is just me not realizing it. I had always thought of Bill in terms of a temporary employee agency, but it sounds like you also do recruiting
Yes.
as well. So in the scenario that someone wanted to use y'all to recruit, but you don't come back with any candidates that they like, would the county be out of pocket any money?
$0. I mean, we make our money when we find that person and we put them to work. So and if anyone calls and asks us to look for something, it's completely free.
How far do you reach out? How far do you recruit from?
Well, we can do nationwide. The reason I say that, we actually had a company call and we actually found a guy who lived in Atlanta, Georgia. It just depends on the pay and the job, but luckily with all of the online job boards, we can find anyone. We're on LinkedIn, ZipRecruiter, Indeed. Those are our three main ones. And then, so basically anyone who applies or anyone we reach out to, we just gotta tell them you'd have to move to Wichita Falls, but we can reach anyone in the nation.
Kenny, we've been through some interesting times over the last few years. What are you seeing out there in the pool? Anything jump out at you, changes that are coming?
Sometimes, it's always a challenge, you know. We just had a person this morning that we talked to yesterday, and we lined up a job for him today. He didn't show up. But that's just the joy of working with people. You just never know. You can't count on them.
We're kind of familiar with that.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but it just happens. But I mean, we get good ones in there all the time. It's just a mix of different characters, and you just gotta kind of. One thing I do love about what we do is we have 3 different staffing coordinators that interview every person that walks in the door. So it's not just one person interviewing one person. We put all 3 in the room with that applicant. That way they can all get a idea of what they think about the person, and then they collectively come up with a summary and an idea of where they would fit best. So I think that's really neat that we do that as well.
Very good.
Yeah.
Any other questions you can think of?
Anyone have any questions? Okay. No?
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank y'all for your time. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Well, that's it. Normal markup 1.4. So it,
Hold on, we may have a question.
no, I'm just figuring for myself.
Oh, never mind, we're good. Thank you.
I thought it was fine.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Bert.
Thank you, Bert. All right, let's go to item number 2, discussions with Coy McMillan regarding the Warren Gap Portal Program. Coy, come on up. And Zach too, if he wants.
Yes, this is Zach. This is our regional manager of product support sales rep in Texas. I'm y'all's product support sales rep. I think I've talked to most of you before. So we're here to leverage our dealership capabilities for you guys. How we're doing that is the Iron Insider program. I have a pamphlet to pass out. I'll pass out.
Insider.
Iron Insider. It's not the CAT portal program, but where we had a slight hiccup was the PCC activation, but we worked through some of that yesterday afternoon for y'all. So we should be in order. If y'all follow the same protocol as y'all did with the last parts order made on parts.cat.com, we should be all set. But yeah, I was here to answer the questions through PCC, I think is what we had the questions on getting that activation. So all 4 precincts account meet the 4 requirements of owning 1 to 19 machines, having a line of credit, having 50% of your CAT machines on CVAs, and being an active parts.cat.com user. We did that last year, and we had, so to be an active parts.cat.com user, needs to be 1 purchase made annually. So we ran out of that a couple of months ago, and I think in trying to get that activation back on, we had some questions on how y'all can utilize that. So y'all made a purchase on there at the beginning of this month, and it worked. So we had some questions on our end as far as if 1 precinct makes a purchase online, if it counts for all of them being active. And it does. So y'all are now receiving this discount again. I think it was out for like a month, but it's back on it now.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
So if my foreman drives over there and buys some parts and he didn't order them on the parts.cat, it doesn't count toward it?
It does. So this Iron Insider program is tied to y'all's account. The 4 requirements are just prerequisites to get that Iron Insider discount. So y'all have the 10% discount that you should
We
be
can do
receiving.
both, Mickey.
Yeah, you
So
can do
walking
both.
in the door counts just like ordering it online?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
That's
it-
good.
Not as far as the activation, but we're activated now. So you coming in or ordering online, you'll get the
And how
10%
often,
discount.
Coy, do we have to order online?
Just once annually.
Once annually, that's it?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming whatever parts that we purchase while it's there for service would count toward this also.
Yep, it's 10% off of labor as well.
Well, I've got a ticket on my desk. I'll bring it to you and see if we can make sure that's.
And that's automatic. They don't need to come in and ask for it,
Automatic,
and make
yeah,
sure
it's
that.
tied to your account, yes, sir.
Okay.
It's one of them old good tickets, Mickey.
Well, they were supposed to call me back, but they haven't called me back yet. So.
I know, Coy, that when we did some upgrades to the portal, we lost some information
I'm out.
concerning some historical information as far as prior maintenance stuff. Do you know where we're at with that, or what has?
Is this on Vision Link or on?
On Vision
On
Link,
Vision
yeah.
Link, yeah. So upgrades is in new machines or?
No, upgrades into something on Vision Link that was, next level or revised version.
It's the new Vision Link that you came out with, so it's just not showing your previous.
Some of those items aren't showing up on the historical information behind it.
I'm not sure why it's not popping up, but we get that
Are
for
these
you.
specific machines?
Yes,
If you send me the serial numbers, we can
okay,
get it fixed for you.
okay.
And I have access to all the equipment history through our platform it's different than
Okay.
Vision Link, so we can get that information to you whenever you need it, but we can also look into it on Vision
Okay.
Link.
Now, tell us about the rental discounts. What rental discounts apply here?
Yeah, so it's BCP machines. So I think it's the largest dozer is a D3 off the top of my head. So it's like skid steers, backhoe up to a 420, I believe, and then small dozers. So you
Only
get,
small equipment.
yes, sir.
We don't really, we don't,
926s, 938s as well as well.
we don't really rent any of those. That close.
But we did have some recent rentals,
Yes.
on a reclaimer and a water truck recently, but that's why we wondered what qualified and didn't.
Yes, sir. It's the BCP machines.
Now, when we do go online, there are guides there. When you want a filter system for a particular unit, you can subscribe to different kits depending on, the portal show you that at the time of what filters available for what hour of maintenance?
I don't believe you'll be able to find the specific CVA kits through the portal. We have the quotes that we signed them up on, have that, all the parts needed for that, so we could get those.
But then they're like 250 hour, 500 hour, 1,000 hour kits that are, more complex depending on the hours of.
Yes, sir. That's what's included with the CVA, parts only CVA kits that we have y'all signed up on.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know that we know how to access, and that we asked Cody to come today to make sure that we could access this Iron Insider the best way. So if a foreman wanted to look at, in a lot of instances, we have a maintenance individual that does those, that is very astute within it, but we don't know that we're that capable within it.
Right. So all of y'all's emails are tied to that account, so y'all are all authorized users within the PCC. So when you go on there, you can click the store, which would be Wichita Falls, and then y'all's account will also have a spot where you can choose which precinct that you're in. And so once you choose which precinct that you're buying for, y'all's account is linked to our Warren Cat account, so it's automatically charged out of that account.
Now, sometimes I've noticed that our invoices are not as descriptive as what, a lot of times a particular machine is not indicated as well on there. It may have a serial number or may be carrying some other identifying factor, but for us, it becomes difficult because, we know it as a D4 dozer or a 150 maintainer, or whatever the case be. It just seems like some of those online invoices are vague in description.
Yeah, so the online invoices, there's a spot for you to put your serial number in and filter the parts you're ordering through serial number. So if you do that, it should be printed out, with the invoice, like a parts ticket
Okay.
will be, because when you get a
So
invoice over
you-
the counter, it has that
You should be
serial
using the
number.
serial number.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Is
it
that
also allows you
entirety
just to pick the right part.
Entire serial number then?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Or prefix or, whatever y'all
Okay.
identify it with.
Okay. Barry, you got some questions?
No. Other than how we gonna pay for all this? That's always the question.
Do we, when we walk down to the counter, are a lot of times, are those parts having to be ordered to come back in for us? How does that typically work? Are you able to pull parts off the parts, out of the parts counter in our parts department and fill our orders right then? Isn't the Iron Insider, doesn't it ship to your office? Don't we pick those up there?
No, sir, it's just like a typical parts order. So the discount gets applied just because of y'all's account. So it's tied in through y'all's account. So any ticket made with y'all's account will get that 10% off applied to it.
But what about when we order online, where does that,
That's,
stuff
so
go?
ordering online is just like placing a parts ticket. It's the same process as on our end. We get that and we pull it from, if it's in stock in Wichita Falls, they pull it and have it there for you, or if y'all send it to a Dropbox, it's the same process online, on the back end for us.
Got to help with that big parts depot out there on the north
Yeah.
edge of town.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's lots of dollars in that building. Lots of dollars.
Any other questions?
Yeah, just tickled for the 10% card.
And that it's all automatic and tied to the
Yeah,
account.
that gets to be a problem when you have to kinda keep up with all that stuff. That makes it a lot easier.
And so some of the issues that have popped up for it not seeing that discount was related to the active parts.cat.com.
Yes, sir. And we were figuring out on our end if each precinct was going to need to make a online purchase or not, but it's all tied together. So we have that online purchase, so we should be good for another.
It's essentially a
annual
Wichita
year.
County
Right. Yes, sir.
How
account,
long
not
ago
a
was that
precinct.
supposed to be set up, Jeff?
do what?
How long ago was it supposed to be active?
Oh,
It's been active. Y'all have been getting the
Wow.
10% discount for
over a year.
Yeah, over a year.
There was
And
just a
it just
window where-
paused
yeah.
the last couple weeks. There was a pause in it, and we were trying to get the activization online. But-
I personally wouldn't mind go back and do a retro refund.
Well, I don't think we had anything ordered in that time though, Nick.
Don't hurt that.
We used Barry's maintainer to get qualified again online by some filters that he needed on that machine.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that once per calendar year or once per just ongoing running year?
Ongoing running year. So y'all need to make another purchase May, June, beginning of the summer next year.
We don't really have a problem finding things to buy.
No. Guys, this equipment deal it's just kinda overwhelming, the advances and the thing. I think they're advances. Some days I wonder if they are or not, but
If we could take all the computers and all the def off this equipment, it would
we
be
would
pretty
love
good.
it, but I never dreamed I'd see the innovation and the changes like that my dad saw in his lifetime. And
Yeah.
now it's just, it's accelerating. There's just so much stuff out there that it just blows your mind. And,
And so much of the time, Coy, we don't know what kits to particularly buy as far as the overall filter needs, those kind of things. We're limited without help getting those kind of things bought that we should, because we may only change some of them, and where there may need to be requirement to do more of
you don't wanna
those.
miss one.
No, And
That's where you'll have trouble.
we stumble around with that a lot without help.
Yes, sir. And y'all are on the parts only CVAs. since you're on VisionLink, we also offer full service CVAs with reduced labor rate and no travel time and mileage, where we go and perform the service every 250 or 500 hours, whichever y'all would like. So we have that CVA as well.
What's CBA stand for, I'm sorry?
Customer value agreement, where we go and do your services. So right now, you'll have the parts only, where it's parts kits. And so y'all will be performing those services. We also have ones where we go out and perform those services with reduced labor rate and no travel time.
I've never seen one of your tickets that had no travel time. What do you do that for?
These CVAs.
We
so
don't have
customer
an
value
We're not
agreement
on
with
that
them
program.
to do
Yeah, we're not on the
that.
program yet. Yes, sir.
I mean, y'all have some rather large travel fees.
Yes, sir.
I've just never seen one without it, that's why I asked.
What, what does it cost to take a machine to VisionLink that doesn't have the capability?
Capability.
Our older CAT machines like a sweeper or a roller.
Yeah, so we'd need to install a product link, which is the radio that pings the satellite so we can read the information from the machine. Those are typically $200, $300, and then it'd be the labor cost to install. I think typically it ends up being about $500 to install those product links. And then the VisionLink subscription's $114 annually.
Is there
Per
any,
machine?
Per machine, yes, sir.
say that again, annually?
114 is the VisionLink basic. So it's
And that's just
Annual
cell
cost.
service, that satellite service
it's
lets it read it.
It's satellite, yeah, it's just basically what reads your machine and tells us whenever it's ready for service, so we send our field truck out there to service it. It's what reports back to VisionLink is what it is.
Okay, now, this will be an odd question for you since you're a cat dealer. If it's a John Deere, a newer piece of John Deere equipment, it hook up same way. Is it an older cat piece of equipment?
Is it, say that again, I'm sorry?
If you had a John Deere piece of equipment, could you put that same VisionLink on it? Tied in the
It'll
same
read
way?
it.
if we install
We-
the product link,
We
yes,
can,
sir.
it'll read it, and we can perform the services, but it will tell us the hours and something else, but that's it. It won't
That's
give
all.
us the full breakdown like it does on the CAT machines.
Okay.
Might have organ rejection though, if you did that.
Well, I mean.
And I know sometimes,
May
Corey,
not
we
be
have
dead.
trouble getting that older equipment off of the VisionLink as well. And we originally were set up in, we're carrying some equipment that belongs to the water district in Iowa Park, and we can't seem to get that equipment off of our VisionLink stuff, or like.
Is
I
that
know-
still showing on y'all's VisionLink?
It
I know we
still
got it
shows.
off on the Texada platform. Last year we rearranged all the equipment and got them in the right spots, but is it still reflecting?
It's still
the VisionLink?
showing on some of that. We just know what they are, so
Right.
we, but I don't know why it won't release them.
But you still have to keep up with it.
We can get them moved, we
Yeah.
just need to email VisionLink and they'll remove them.
I'll get John to re-identify those by whatever number there are in VisionLink to show that. And do those invoices tie themselves, if we purchase invoices through Iron Insider, do they attach themselves to the VisionLink maintenance record at all?
Just the parts tickets? I don't
No,
know.
I think VisionLink, it's just the work orders that were performed on them.
Just, so you actually have to enter that, what you did as far as the filters or whatever purchased.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Unless it's a tech goes out there, I think VisionLink records that when they plug into the machine.
Okay.
You don't have a platinum performer program with 50% off stuff, do you? No, okay.
Might be something to bring up. Then.
Buy-in might be a little tough on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And what is that hourly, what is the going hourly rate right now on service call? Do you know right off?
Shop is 172 and service is 189.
Plus shop supplies, plus fuel surcharge, plus, I mean, there's a lot of other fees.
What's this?
That's why I try to, if something breaks and we can possibly haul it, I try to get it on a trailer and take it to CAT.
With the full service CVA, the labor rate is 148 with no travel time and mileage, where we come out and do the service on it.
Wow.
So we need to be a CVA member, is what
Oh,
you're saying.
What is the cost associated with that?
It's per service agreement, so the cost associated differs between the service that's done on it. So if your motor grader is getting a 500-hour service on it, it'd be whatever the cost is for the parts.
No, sorry, I meant what's the cost associated with the full CVA as opposed to the parts only that we have?
It would be the CVA kit that you have plus the labor that we go to perform the service on,
And that's a per machine or a blanket agreement?
per machine.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was a
Sorry.
blanket agreement, okay.
Yeah, no, that's per machine.
And like the ones that we're talking about that don't have Vision Link, those would have to get set up with the product link devices to get the full service CVA.
Okay. Gotcha.
Technology makes our lives simpler and easier.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Okay. Any other questions? Anything else on y'all's end for us?
No, sir. That's the card has my cell number on it, so if y'all have any further questions or need anything from us, parts and service wise, product and support side of the dealership, feel free to give me a call.
And Coy, you and Zach both are out of Abilene?
Zach is out of Odessa.
You're out of Odessa. And Coy, you're out of Abilene.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, thank y'all for making the
Here,
trip.
here recently, I can tell you, CAT has been, customer service, y'all seem to try to step it up some.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate that, because had been lacking in this particular area. So, I do appreciate that.
Well, you got my cell number, so feel free to give me a call.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Very good.
Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.
That Platinum Performers.
Mm-hmm.
I got something there. All right, on 3, discuss and review jail maintenance projects and work orders. Chief, come on down.
I don't have anything outstanding on work orders or projects on the jail maintenance side.
Good, makes it
Quite a
shorter.
report.
I didn't get anything this week, so there's nothing that's major going on, so if it's anything, it's just a routine.
Where do things stand with the building?
Which building?
The trustee workshop and
Well, I had a phone call just a second ago. Concrete was poured last weekend, and they're supposed to start erecting it Monday.
okay. Yeah, all right. So when I drove by there last time I was out there, it didn't look like anything had really been moving yet, so I was curious.
They, concrete was a little bit slower than anticipated. Of course, a little sandstone out there that had to get through.
Mhm.
So, but it's done. It's all done. So they're starting to build next week, supposed to. So,
Okay.
moving right along with that.
Okay. And did we get the issues with the cameras and the generator and all of that? That's now fully taken care
I
of?
think we're still waiting on the camera stuff.
Okay.
Still waiting on Cornerstone on their part.
Okay.
So, but the generator issue.
We fixed the generator issue that was the underlying problem.
Yeah.
Now
Well, the generator issue was us. I think go back to the IT with those battery packs
Right.
and stuff. So
Okay, but we have fixed,
We were.
or we can't.
they're in
until
the
we get
process
the-
of replacing.
Process of replacing.
Okay,
Yeah, there's still. I saw a big stack of batteries they were working on the other day. So
not just an hour-long job, one time, something, one place.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else on that?
No,
front?
sir.
Y'all have any questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, might as well stay right there.
I think I will keep my stance.
Item number 4, receive status report on salaries and overtime.
Still have overtime.
This would have gone out yesterday at 8:02 a.m.
Still more.
8:02.
from Mr. Munoz.
By golly, there it is.
I'm amazed
That the amount it has gone up since I finished. It's almost 200,000.
4 years? Yeah, that sounds 25% over 4 years. That sounds about right.
short now?
I think we're still running about 15 or 16. I think we started 3 last week, and one next this coming week or 2.
I know one, and we did do 3 last week.
Yeah. Trickle effect, they're still coming in.
As fast as they go out.
Pretty even.
Yeah.
Do you have very many that have quit in the past that have come back?
Yeah, we have quite a few that come back. Not to me, quite a few. The past year, I said we've had a half a dozen or more come back. They go out to that other grass and realize it's not that great after all, or they have bills they have to pay, so they come back and
It is.
just the hour.
People need to sometimes get out and try it in the other side of the field, see what it's like.
Yeah, we've had come back, want to come back part time, and then we put them in part-time position. Then they want to go back full time, and then they stay. So.
Chief, it looks like just for 561, probably on track to be 670,000 over between all the salary types. Have y'all looked at it to see if you think you're going to be under enough in the other categories to balance that, or?
I will actually, Monday I'll have Robin run my reports again. We've been trending about 3 to 4% below where we should be at, so yeah.
Okay.
I look at that monthly and where we're at, where we should be on percentages for the year.
Okay.
The numbers creeped up a little bit, 532.
Population, shell population.
Yeah.
Pretty hot out there.
Yeah, it's fairly normal in the summer, isn't it, to see a little bit of a tick up?
Yeah. That and violent crime picks up.
What picks up?
Violent crime
Oh, yeah.
has a tendency to
People get
pick
hot,
up.
people get mad.
You get hot, you get mad, or they get the drinking, then they get mad.
When it's 103, it's a lot better time to go sit out your tickets
Mm-hmm.
if you're in a construction job.
I'll let you know when y'all are good.
I think I've about got it.
What is 572, Department 572?
Put my hand down the list here.
It's not on.
It's juvenile
Juvenile
detention.
Oh, okay.
That's why I keep my little list
Yeah, you took my list.
there. Did I?
Yeah, that's fine. So we can always
Between
make
the two,
another
yeah.
one.
Well, there's 2 there. You can have
Oh, there you
one.
go. Yeah, it turns out detaining people, whether they're adults or juveniles, it's expensive and manpower intensive.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew?
Who'd have thunk?
Y'all still looking at it? Are you good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
You good, Mickey?
Good.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Chief. All right, item number 5, review and discuss regular bills. This one was sent yesterday at 9:13 by Margaret. AM, not PM, to be clear. Thanks, sir.
Precinct 2 didn't want to pay any bills. $16 for the pay period.
Margaret, are you able to tell me on precinct 4 Western Equipment?
Is that what your question?
On Western Equipment, I had a bill to them.
Yes. Let me look for you.
It's quite a jam for Raintown.
Problem I have all the time is my flashlight comes on and for the life of me, I'm gonna take a hammer and put it out once and for all. Put your light.
The 568, Jeff,
Yeah.
it says that it is blades for unit number
Oh,
4706
okay,
and
gotcha.
4707.
Yes.
What kind of blades can you buy there? Mower blades?
That's my assumption.
Mower blades. You can buy mower blades there?
Mhm.
I wonder if they sell any
No,
for
no,
Schulte.
no, that's John Deere. Western Equipment John Deere, not
Oh.
Western Supplies.
I was thinking Western Supply.
Yeah.
Cause I know those Schulte blades run a little bit more. They tend
Where
to
do you
last.
get them?
Veith. But they do seem to last a little longer. So it's haven't been able, that's why I was asking, I haven't been able to find a place that I can buy them other than there. Is that Grayson County still the juvenile detentions? That's so expensive.
Pretty sure that's only 2 kids.
Yep.
I know, for 2 weeks,
No, for a month, but I think it's only 2 kids.
2 kids for a month, 23,000. Unbelievable. I'd
Like
almost,
$260 a day, something like that.
I'd almost be willing to keep them at the Finn Cannon Farm for better, I'd make them work, pick up rocks or something.
I think,
They'd be rehabilitated.
well, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't some of that or portion come back from the state? Because aren't those TJJD ones?
Yes.
I didn't.
And I'm sorry, there's 3 kids. 3 kids.
So there's a state reimbursement on part
I
of it?
think that's right.
I don't know the exact, I couldn't tell you the amount.
It's not all right, just because the state's reimbursing us, it's just a lot of money.
Yeah, and I may be wrong.
I didn't think, Judge, we got anything.
Okay, I may be wrong there. There it is, the first time. You were all here for it.
Mike says that Grayson County is reimbursed dollar for dollar.
Okay.
By the state.
Yes.
I went from being wrong to being right again.
Don't you like
Who
when that
knew?
happens? Right?
It's a miracle. We got the yawn, I must have stayed up and watched the debate too late last
You
I
should've
think
just
that
went to
just
bed.
happened from watching it.
night. Yeah.
I watched for about 35
I don't know that-
Not the length, the subject,
Once
is
that
that what
rain
you're
hit, I was like,
saying?
"Screw this, I can't watch this."
I get it.
Margaret, are the B&D equipment, are all those little charges, are those for like, that all generator stuff?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I think there's a couple on
Yeah.
here for emergency management system.
It looks like it's the same
646.
thing twice in
11
a
of
row.
them.
Yeah. 340, 25, 12, 28, 345, 2020. You're not kidding. You do.
I do. Why? Just a natural reaction.
Large expenditures of money. It makes you tired.
Hmm.
Man, just remembered I'm not gonna be here for a few weeks, so he's
Mhm.
that's good. I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Barry, you're good?
You bet.
Jeff, you still working? You good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, it's 10:48 and court is adjourned.